What's up guys, Dawson Weidrich Nerdy in many ways. I've changed my studio a little bit, added a little shelf up here for all my cool little knickknacks and figures. Just thought I'd show you guys that. And today I'm going to be showing you guys a time lapse of how I was able to create a mini Greek/Roman style sculpture for actually an art project of mine in my three-dimensional design class. It's my final project for the semester. And I'm really happy with how it is going so far. I've made my first two sculptures. Sorry I didn't have any time lapses for those. I just now thought of having the last two sculptures of the series to make into time-lapse videos. It's a progression, a kind of project, and so basically I'm working with a gradual increase in size as well as detail, and in some ways a form of rankings. So my first one I had just a little peasant Roman person right here. This guy stands at about 5 inches tall, and you see he has a nice little robe there, very Greek and Roman-esque. And due to the size, it was a little bit hard to get an extreme amount of detail, but I am happy with how it turned out, especially for it being the first sculpture. Now this is made of Fimo air dry clay. Of course it's the white air dry clay to give it more of that marble/carved texture to it. And the second one was more of a soldier, or I guess a soldier in training. And this one stands about 6 to 7 inches tall. And this one's actually got a helmet on there with a little bit of that thing on the middle there that a lot of those soldiers had in that time frame. Got some muscle definition in the back as well as the torso. Got the stabilizer right there. And all these have wire in the center of them. It has a basic wire structure for the legs, the arms, and sometimes the head, depending on the size and the formation of the sculpture. And so now my next time lapse will be about my third sculpture, which is going to end up being about a foot tall, and again using air dry clay as well as plus clay. And so basically what that's going to be is it's going to be in the middle, and I'm going to wrap around the white air dry clay just because when I went to get some clay at Michael's, they didn't have a ton of that white air dry clay, and so I'm going to be using that other plus clay as basically the inside as the structure, and then just go around with the white air dry clay to get that more unified white sculpture-esque look. And so with that, let's get to it. So to start off, I had to make a solid base, and so basically I had foam core, white foam core on the bottom, and I had to put masses of clay at the bottom where each foot would be. You see the wire there. And a lot of ancient sculptures in the Renaissance times with Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo and Raphael, they would put masses of marble behind each foot. And because again, marble is very heavy stuff, and the same thing with clay here, the whole entire upper body and legs is just a lot of weight for just those little feet to sustain. So I had to put masses of clay behind each foot. Worked from the ground up, got the legs, then I got the torso. Gradually I moved my way to the arms, and the last thing I did was the head, because I felt like that was just, I don't know, working from the ground up, it all made sense to do that. And so again, I got the generic shape of each part of the body down first, attaching the arms right here. That was a little bit difficult just because the wire didn't quite extend to the forearm area, but I did end up adding clothing. Don't worry, I didn't make it like, you know, Michelangelo's David or anything, but I did end up adding a head here later on. But I'm very happy with how it turned out. You know, air dry clay is very easy to use, especially when you have a glass of water near you. You can just simply dip your finger in there and smooth things out and get things to mold together. It's not incredibly arduous to get things to stay together, especially when it dries. Now, the thing with air dry clay, when you put a bunch of it together like this, it takes a while for it to dry. And what I want to do is I want to take what I have done with this and carve it a little bit and smooth it out, but also just make it almost that it's in the pre-smoothing stages of marble sculptures. You know, you see all these perfectly smooth marble sculptures from the Renaissance, but I want to make it so it looks like it's just about to be at that stage where you can tell that it's been carved, but there's still a massive amount of detail.